Joseph Kisungu Kimeu, from the Department of Finance and Accounting, a School of Business. I was elected as a Deputy President for the SABU 2017-2018. I just go briefly for the major achievement. Those so far so good. I can say sometimes when you are serving in a team as a Deputy President again, sometimes you might find that the achievement which you have done, they are cumulative as what other cabinet members have done. However, there are those who, as top officials, we take as we spearheaded them to the success or to give a result on the, if I may say, on the objective of that team. I'll first begin by saying that my first achievement, which I was aspiring to make sure that we do in Baraton, is to handle the issue of scholarship. So far so good. I can remember formally there is an issue of Ratanzi scholarship which we were working. It was challenging for students due to the qualification criteria for that scholarship. But this year we managed to lower the scholarship criteria, and many students, with my belief, they are going to benefit. According to me, I saw that because in this university we have many needy students, by the end of the day they need to benefit. And for that we have to regulate some of the criteria to ensure that by the end of the day they benefit and they continue their studies in this university. Achievement number 2 is the student welfare. It has been effectively worked on. When it was introduced, it was challenging. But if I may say, in my tenure as the chairperson of the welfare committee, we have been able to handle over 30 cases where we have gone to the homes of the students who happen to lose their close relatives, and we have been able to condole with them and to give them the moral support which they need from the student body. Number 3, let me talk of the issue of work program. In my tenure, it was not something which was easy, but I managed with the CS Finance to ensure that all students who wanted to be in work program, they fully got in the work program, and now they are working, assisting themselves to cater some of the basic need with the 25%, and also assisting to pay their school fees, which was challenging before I came in the office of the Vice President. Another issue which I may talk about is the issue of street lights. It was in my manifesto, and it was challenging when we got to the off-campus, more so for off-campus. In campus it was relatively fair, but for off-campus it was quite dark, more so when you go to the areas of when you are moving to the Catholic side in the Barasi. You found that at that time there was the issue of insecurity issues, whereby some students, I can remember some of them were being threatened by some of the students, and not students actually, but outsiders. And for that we saw it good to spearhead through the county government and through the administration to have the street lights within the Barasi. What I can say also on that, there are some areas still which are not fully equipped with the street lights, and which I believe before I move out of office, I'll ensure those areas they have what we call in Swahili mulika mwizi, a major street light which covers a big area. I worked with the Mr. President to ensure the issue of Red Cross chapter is open in Baraton. If it was not the efforts that which we took as cabinet, being spearheaded by the President and myself, so far we could not have achieved that. We saw that in the university the issue of safety is not that good, and we need to train our students on how they can handle issues of first aid, and so far so good it was achieved. If I can say, when we had the first campaign for Red Cross, we managed to record the highest number in Kenya in any university. Around 200 students registered for that chapter. When you compare with other university like University of Nairobi, is the second in terms of the numbers of students who have registered for the chapter, but it has 100 members. But here we have around 180 students, which we are moving towards achieving 200 students which we are looking for to being the members of the chapter. So far good, that's good. The training we are still launching in the end of this semester, not the end of, but towards the end of the semester, around March 2nd and 4th, we are going to have that training for the first batch of Red Cross chapter members for the University of Eastern Africa Marathon. Thank you. If I may say, challenges are always there in life, and challenges when they come, I've learned that instead of running away from the challenge, you take the challenge. You come from the challenge very strong than before, because you might find that some of the forces which are bringing these challenges, they are bringing them to strengthen you. So if I may say, when I was serving, there's the issue of cooperation from some of the quarters. You know, when you are serving students, you might find students that say, you're not working, this has not been done. But I say that the complaint which came from students pushed me to work harder on achieving my objective which I had promised to them. Secondly, when it comes to the issue of administration, we find sometimes there are some delays. But the thing about it, it nurtures a leader to be patient when it comes to students, handling the issue of the students and the administration. So that being part of the challenge which I faced, I took it as something to motivate me. Another challenge is when it comes to when you are dealing with the leaders. Sometimes not all of them might support your ideology, because some they have different ideologies. But by the end of the day, that should not make you not to do what you are expected to do. Yeah. What I can tell them, leadership is a learning process, and being a leader, it doesn't only mean you are going to be a leader today for this university, but it looks you being a leader even from the area of specialization where you are majoring in this university, and it trains you that in the near future you'll be handling people and you'll be leading people, and at the same time it trains you to serve the interests of others, but not you first. You have to put aside your leadership, yourself, your personal interest, then serve the student first. So what I can tell them, leaders are born, they are not made. And through that leadership, always a leader creates the way, he walks the way, and he makes the way for the rest of the team. May God help them, and also let them also be able to take the learning process so that they may become effective leaders, and let them take this chance as a training ground for leadership for this great nation, Kenya.